I just found a pair of fox tracks walking right down through here. So I wasn't planning on putting a canine set right by my trap shack, but when I get back here later I probably should. I'll spin you around, show you. There it is. Two fox running together. Just got my first Fisher cubby set. There's the rifle house over there. I've seen Fisher multiple times in this creek bottom, and they run down this ridge right here. Kind of comes up and makes like a little oxbow point right here. For the people who have been following my deer hunting videos, there's the rifle house. This is the middle food plot I'm always talking about, and it kind of looks like a goldenrod field from my rifle stand. That's the old famous log cabin. Right over there's the middle food plot tree stand. Quite a few deer have been in here trying to dig down and get something to eat. Couple old sets of fox tracks over here, and I'm gonna put a set right there. There's the middle food plot dirt hole. Wanted to dig it a little deeper so it'd be more of a step down, but the ground was pretty hard, so it is what it is. I'd say a couple deer survived rifle season this year. Gaswell food plot is full of tracks. Right over there-ish, probably where a lot of those tracks are, somewhere right there. That's where I had to step down dirt hole a week or so ago and I missed the fox. We're gonna remake it. Hopefully it connects this time. Yeah, huge buck rubs. I'm in the back corner of my property. This is where I've had the most Fisher trail cam pictures over the years. I'm gonna make a Fisher / canine set right here. I'm at my urine post set, and I can see some urine in the snow there. I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but there are some fox tracks mixed in with the deer tracks. There it is. Not perfect. The snow's getting really wet. Made it really hard to try to cover everything up with snow. But all this snow should be melted in 2 to 3 days. And then I'll reblend it in and add some more urine and gland to it. At least 1, maybe 2 mink working this creek. Kinda sucks it's frozen. Just got back by the trap shack, and it dawned on me why I was seeing all these fox tracks. Well, the 3 deer we harvested this deer season and butchered, the rib cages and leg bones are all about 20 yards away from right here, and they literally have highways. Check day number 1 behind the house. I've checked 2 canine traps and a Fisher cubby. Nothing in them. No fresh fox tracks anywhere. Just put a DP out. I'm guessing by tomorrow morning, majority of the snow should be gone. I'm going to try to get a half dozen DPs out today. Finally got one of my favorite mink cubby sets in. Pocket set, cubby, whatever you want to call it. I made it a couple years ago. I have some old muskrat carcass up in there. Some mink gland. Yep, just a matter of time I'll catch one here. This is where I had tons of mink tracks running across the ice yesterday. December 30th. I've checked half my traps. Nothing in them. Creek's ripping pretty good. My mink sets are flooded, which I assume they would be. Hopefully a day or two, and creek should drop right back down. I'll report back if I catch something. If not, it might be a wrap for check day 2. New Year's Eve, and it's a wet one, pouring down rain. But you have to check your traps every day, no matter what the conditions. Finally, check day 3, I got a catch. Really, I'm sorry, buddy. By far one of the smallest coons I've ever trapped. But on my property, the whole reason I started trapping was to try to catch every nest raider I possibly can. Help the turkey and grouse population. And all other ground nesting birds. This is one of my favorite multi-species sets. I've caught coon, mink, muskrat right here. It just comes down along the bank. I make like a little trail for them, some rocks to funnel them, a pocket set with muskrat and mink landing. The whole my trap's sitting right in the middle there. Yep, it's worked before. My camera's getting wet, so time to shut her down. January 1st, 2023. Back behind the house. I've checked about half of my traps. I was coming down the hill over there and I could see a huge disturbance, but I couldn't see my dog proof. I couldn't see anything. And here's a little Ricky raccoon right there, another tiny one. And I started looking at my mink cubby set here. My trap was gone. And my mink's up on the bank and he looks like he's all tore up. That damn coon probably drug the mink out of the water, ate on them, and then got caught in my dog proof. So I mean, I got a double here, but not what I wanted. That really pisses me off. That mink, its head looks shredded. Tiny coon. Man, let's go look at this mink. Make sure he did chew him up. Oh yeah. No? That's a muskrat carcass. So how did the mink die? The mink drug a muskrat carcass up here. He doesn't look bad. It's a decent sized mink too. Yeah, maybe the coon didn't mess with him. I'm not quite sure how this played out. That coon is possibly smaller than the one I caught yesterday. Yes, first mink of the year. And he looks fine. Why he's up on the bank and dead? I have no idea. Maybe the coon drug him up there and then decided not to eat him? I don't know. If you have any ideas what happened to that mink, let me know in the comments. I really don't know. Oh, I knew this set was going to produce. There were so many mink tracks down here when the creek was iced over. Awesome. A double. Get this little nest raider taken care of. Well, this is crazy. This coon is missing an entire leg. And it appears it's been gone for a really long time. That's a first for me. I've caught muskrat missing like a foot. Never a coon missing an entire leg. And this kind of shows you how small that coon is. The mink is not much smaller than that coon. I didn't check, but I'm assuming it's a female mink. There's probably a bigger male still running around from the tracks I seen. But good way to start the new year. Still have quite a few traps to check. The mink was caught using muskrat meat and Jeff Dunlap's mink gland. And the coon was caught in a dog proof with my homemade bacon grease, cheap cat food, and liquid smoke. Got both sets remade. Well, go check the next trap down the line. No catches at my buddy Joe's. Really surprised I didn't catch a coon there. I'm back at Jack's. Gonna try to get a couple traps out. One of my favorite mink pocket sets. Bad thing is, there's a bunch of coon tracks over there. No mink tracks. Just got back to this spot that I found late in the season last year. The big pond's up here. And there's all these thick white pines and treetops. There's like multiple game trails that cross through here. I'm standing on a four-wheeler trail. And it just looks really good to me. There's the finished set. I have some muskrat down in the hole. A little bit of bait. I don't even remember what brand it is. Oh, I think it's Dunlap Soul Taker. That's what's in the hole. Then I have some of Dunlap's Beaver Lure and some Dunlap's Lightning in a Bottle. Some skunky, some castor, some muskrat, some skunky bait, sheep's wool. It's quite the combination of scents. There's the pond dike, step down dirt hole. It's all baited and lured and ready to rock and roll. Still a lot of ice on the big pond. Might be able to get my castor mound going tomorrow. I'm gonna bring my axe and bust some ice out and try to get at least one beaver trap in here. Last set of the day is done. Got some night owl, rabbit bait in there, a little bit of beaver castor. Whew, I'm done. Just have to go home and do a little bit of skinning. It's been a long day. If you've made it this far through the video, I just want to say thanks. I know it was kind of slow. Hopefully it'll start to pick up. And it just started raining. So, talk to you on the next one.